Hey guys, I'm going to put together a brief video here on our product of powers. We're heading into exponent rules, so we'll go slowly through this stuff. There's probably about 4 or 5 rules we're going to go over. By the end of the week, we'll have hit them, and I'll just post some examples on here, and if I can find some stuff to upload online for practice problems, I'll do that as well. Also, you should be working on the review stuff that I gave you, and if you haven't finished the scientific notation assignments, get on top of those. I did put some grades into the grade book using the quizzes, and we'll adjust grades if need be, so don't panic on that stuff. I know you're trying your best with it, but I got to put some things in. I just want to make sure you're staying on top of it and getting your work done. All right, so the notes then for today with product of power. So if we drop back and first talk about what a power is. In a power, like you have maybe 8 to the 3rd power is how we would read that. This guy down here is known as the base, and this guy up here is known as the exponent. And the whole thing together is a power. And we know what this means. 8 to the 3rd power just would equal 8 times 8 times 8. That just tells me how many factors of the base we're going to have and how many times and then we can multiply those together. And if I grab the calculator, I can evaluate what that is. But we're going to really be more working with the exponent rules and leaving it in exponential form instead of what would be considered. This is expanded form. And then if it did 8 times 8 times 8, whatever that ends up being, 8 to the 3rd power is 32, count my 3, 48, 512. If I actually calculate that, this guy is standard form, expanded form, exponential form. And what we end up doing, our first rule, the product of power rule, is if we take any base, let's say it's a to the 5th power, and then we multiply it by a to the 6th power, if the bases are the same, when we multiply that, we keep the base the way it is, and we just simply add the exponents. 5 plus 6, or this would equal a to the 11th power. And that makes sense, because think about this. If I expand this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 6 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if I were to multiply that times itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times, we get a to the 11th. Okay, and that really is that simple. But the bases have to be the same. So if I had 5 to the 3rd times, this is something similar to our warm-up, 5 to the 5th, I don't multiply 5 times 5 and get 25. I keep my base the same and just add 3 plus 5 and get 8. That would be my answer in exponential form. Again, the bases have to be the same. So if I had a to the 3rd times b to the 5th, there's really nothing I can do with that. The bases are different, so I can't really do much other than just rewrite this as a to the 3rd, b to the 5th. Then I couldn't do anything else. So what the product of powers rule states, okay, is if I have a to the m times a to the n, would just be a to the m plus n. When bases are the same, keep the base and add the exponents. Okay, it really is that simple. Keep the base the same, add the exponents. All right, so just a couple of examples here. I'll let you guys, you can pause the video, try these 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you could just hit the video back on and see if you got them right. So if I gave you 2 to the 5th times 2 squared, what would that be as a power? Let's see, we can have 4 to the 8th times 4. I'm going to leave it like that. See what that guy equals as a power. A to the 6th times a to the 4th times a to the 3rd. And then a to the 4th times b squared times a to the third times b to the second. Okay, so try those 4, pause the video, come back, hit start, and I will have those answers for you. All right, so if you paused it and brought it back up, all right, what we said was the base is the same, so 2 and 2, I just put the 2 here, and 5 plus 2 would be 2 to the 7th power. Every base has an exponent. There's a 1 there, even if we don't see it, so this becomes 4 to the 8, and 1 more would be 4 to the 9th power. This guy, I could have more than 2 factors here, so it's an A, an A, and an A. They're all A's. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. And then this last one here, I can multiply in any order, so I can multiply the A's together and get A to the 7th, 4 plus 3, times B to the 2nd, and second is 2 plus 2, which is 4. And that's what you get. They would be your 4 solutions. All right. I might, oops, sorry about that. I might try to find, like I said, find a worksheet or something else, or I'll type one up and put one into Google Drive for you guys to work on as we go forward, but that's what we're looking at today and tomorrow. All right, guys, keep plugging away, enjoy your day, stay safe, and I will talk to you tomorrow.